All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Bullhucker Podcast. I'm Moose Lundstrom.
And I'm Adam Vokey.
What's up, Mr. Vokey?
Not a lot.
Where we at, dude?
We are in the bowels of the Brush Emporium.
The bowels of the Brush Emporium.
Bullhucker Studios.
Bullhucker Studio. You know, Adam, this is episode 158. What did I tell you? 159, right?
159.
159. And there's people that have, like, signed up to do this right away, been willing to do it. Mm-hmm. There's been people that have been a little reluctant. And there's been some people we've had to hunt down. Like they owe us money, like we're like bounty hunters.
Like we're debt collectors.
Like we're debt collectors, and we have one of those people today.
We do. I think we started trying to get her here at like episode 6. So
I finally made it.
Maybe 106. But
Kasie
anyway.
George, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
That's good. I mean, it's funny because she's basically made most of the shit in here. So
she has the sticker on the table.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Casey's graphic and design, you're the owner of.
Yep.
We're going to get into that a little later.
Perfect.
About your pricing especially.
Yeah.
I'm teasing. I'm so teasing.
It's so high.
I beg you for free shit, so that's how I get away with stuff. But we're going to talk about it a little later. Welcome to the Bullhucker Podcast.
Thanks for having me, finally.
You finally caved. I was like, we were starting to make bets on it. And
who won?
Well,
we bet on it so many times I can't remember.
Yeah. We both get sad about it. So, but before we go any further, I do want to say, welcome to the Bullhucker Podcast. If you're new to the podcast, what we do is we bring on a guest. Today's Kasie George. Casey's going to tell us 3 stories about our life. Now, here's a kicker. Only 2 of these stories are true. One's either made up, borrowed, or it's half and half. It's an embellished story. Part true, part false. At the end, Adam and I are going to try and guess which one is not the true story. Adam, how have you been doing on this lately?
Not well.
Really?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I'm going to brag a little bit. This is kind of stupid. 4 pumpers, I think, pretty much kicked our ass last year. 3 pumpers are on a hell of a roll, man. It's been nuts, dude. And it's always like, I'll explain this to you a little bit. It's always like when you're not here, there's always a 3 pumper thing. I'm like, oh. So
I was just watching something the other day. It was like an old TV show that used to be on, and I was starting to rewatch episodes, and they were doing rock, paper, scissors. And they were... So, like, one of them went to do 3, the other one went to do 4. They're like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
So I was like, I should send that to Moose.
Kim Aclara was just on from the Philippines, but they go bota ping or something. And I go, how do you do if there's 2 botas and 1 ping? Like, or whatever. I don't understand. Like, it didn't make sense to me because that's just what we call it. I go, but it just makes sense. Like, oh, my bota beats your ping. No, I had the 1 ping. I had the other bota. You know what I mean? Like
2 botas better than 1 ping.
Yeah, I feel it's easy to sucker somebody with the bota ping, you know? But anyway, Kasie, what have you been up to nowadays?
Work, running a business, bought a building, moved.
Where are you at? You're
Busy.
on State Street.
Ensign.
I should do my homework.
Yeah.
That's what I should do.
Wrong one way.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty cool building. It's actually,
It's been a lot of things, so hopefully it'll be us for a long time.
Do you take snacks in with you?
No.
For Jim?
No, Jim just likes me without snacks.
You don't like me without snacks. Once I'm snackless, her dog Jim has shit to do with me. But when he first sees me, he's like, oh, he's brought some food.
Oh, he has snacks.
Yeah, until he's cashed
I remember
out.
him.
Yeah. I'm like his drug dealer almost.
Yeah.
Like,
I was in there yesterday. He came and sat down in front of me. Usually I'll pet him a little bit and then he'll run away.
Yeah.
Man, that dog was not moving. I would stop and he'd like look back at me like, keep going.
He clearly doesn't get enough love.
What kind of dog is that?
A mix of shepherd, healer,
elephant?
Lord knows what.
It's a big son of a
He's
bitch.
a big bastard.
He's large.
He's a thick son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's large.
He's the coolest dog ever.
He's my child.
When did you open that, Casey's?
2019.
Oh, really?
Our first full year was 2020.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's fun.
That is fun. Like I said, you've done a lot of stuff with the Bullhucker Podcast. So you're the only person we go to.
Thanks.
You know,
appreciate that.
until someone does it for absolutely free. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we jump ship,
Yeah.
Casey.
Then we're done. Sorry.
That's right. What's Vistaprint's like? You know, if you give me some Adam Vokey autographs, we'll hook you up. I'm like, done and done. Bro.
Give me a pen.
You want to read it in blood? I don't give a shit. I'll whore him out. You know what? We're going to start right away. You ready to tell some stories, Casey?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you ready to hear some stories?
I am ready to hear some stories from you, sister. You want to read them off, Vokey?
I do. So we've got Karma is a Bitch, Dodged a Bullet, and Wrecked It.
You know how much I love great titles.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. So, you know what? You haven't been here in a week, so why don't you pick one out, brother?
Let's go with... I'm kind of going to do like what you do. The one I really want to hear, I want to save, so I'm going to avoid it. I'm going to go with Dodged a Bullet.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, so a few years ago, I was dating this guy, okay, and we actually met in Mexico, of all places, but he lived out of state. Went back and forth. He came here and visited me. I went there and visited him a few times. Wasn't my jam. He wanted me to move out there. I have family, didn't want to move, and...
Where was out there?
South Carolina.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a big move.
Yeah. And pump the brakes on that. So just stop talking, right? Haven't talked to him in long time. Well, I get a message on Facebook a while back that he had passed away.
Ooh.
And had left me a large amount of money. Haven't talked to him in years. Like, we're talking years.
Wow.
Left me $50,000.
Are you shitting me?
Wow.
Oh, my God.
No.
Just think what you'd have got if you would have moved.
Yeah.
Right? What did I miss out on?
Yeah.
If that's the ghosting going rate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the faithful girlfriend probably makes at least 100.
Right? Yeah, at least. So I just didn't feel right about taking the money. Told the person that messaged me, like, he has grandkids. Let's just give the money to grandkids. I don't want it. People were very, very mad at me because I turned this down. And we moved on. Okay. Well, I get a call from a lawyer shortly after that, and they are going over as the reasons why he died, and I may not be receiving the money. And I was like, well, I said I didn't want the money anyways. And he apparently died of murder-suicide. he
Why'd I laugh at that? That's horrible.
Killed his girlfriend and then killed himself.
Oh, my God.
So just think if you would have moved.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy, man. Did they say what led to it, or,
Don't know.
Holy shit. Did
Yeah.
she have the words "not Kasie" written into her? Carved into her?
Like,
Then you feel like
he was all distraught because his
Right?
true love was still in Colorado.
That could have been why.
Yeah. That's nuts, man. Who was mad you didn't take the money? Was it your side or his side?
Mine.
Your side.
Mine.
Was it a bad relationship, Kasie? Was it?
No.
It was good. It was okay.
It was fine. It was just very too serious too fast. I'm young. He was quite a bit older than me.
How
I
many
was
years?
wondering about that when you said grandkids.
Yeah.
How old is he, Kasie?
I was 25 at the time, and he was, or 25, 26, I don't know. He was about 20 years older than me.
That's not bad.
I mean, his daughter was my age. That's fine, right?
Yeah, 45 is not old, by the way, goddammit. 45 is not old.
Not at all.
Yeah. So, sorry.
You're okay.
Yeah. Awkward.
That is crazy, man.
Dodged a bullet.
Did the family
Literally.
come after you?
Literally. That's what Bruce said. He's dodged a bullet there.
Yeah. You know what? That's ammunition for Bruce, too.
Yeah.
Like, I would be like, you can be mad at me all you want. I haven't tried to kill you yet. Thank you. I've not offered you money for your soul.
Yeah.
So I think we're safe, right?
I was kind of thinking she was going to try last night. She was not having a good night when I was at the shop last night.
Oh, really?
It was a rough day.
She had a bunch of prints print the wrong color because the printer was being stupid and
Broken front window.
yeah.
Somebody broke her, like trying to break in.
No, I don't think so. I have no idea, actually. Well, we don't know.
You're close to
I
a
have
lot
no
of
idea.
bars down there, so
Yeah.
I've stumbled down that road.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Same.
You know what I mean? 7-Eleven and hot dogs are like on the way, bro.
Yeah.
You know what
Give
I mean?
me a Toquito. We're good.
Exactly, right.
You're going toward that Sonic light like the three wise men
Yeah.
when Jesus is
We're
born.
almost there.
Yeah. And by the way, I do want to say you had a rough day. That's why we're drinking White Claws today.
Mm-hmm.
This is not my choice. This is Mrs. Casey's choice. So Ed Goff got me to suck down a White Claw one time because they're so good, Larry. And that was a lie. And so
Oh, they're so good.
it's flavored.
Don't you feel healthier just drinking
I
it?
don't feel healthy at all about anything, Casey.
He feels healthy when they put lettuce on his cheeseburger.
That's exactly right. I had chest pain sitting down in this chair just now. So For what that's
a
worth.
problem.
That is a problem.
He had to stop, take a break coming down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
But me too, so.
And by the way, in case anybody's warning, I don't got $50,000 in case I die to give some lady. So don't be Kevin trying to sugar mama up to my
I can't
ass,
help
okay?
that I'm just that cool of a
You're
person.
that cool a person. So what do you think about that one, Vogue?
That was nuts. That was kind of crazy.
Dodged a bullet. I mean, but you know how many times you probably dodged a bullet in your life you don't even know?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
I-
how many ex-relationships have you really kept track of? You?
No.
I got some fucking bar rats in Pueblo. I mean, God only knows, dude. You know what
And
I'm
it's
saying?
Pueblo.
It's Pueblo, man. You know? I had a job. I
Yeah.
had a
Problem
job.
number one.
And an apartment. I was prime rib in Pueblo.
Do you have a car too?
I had the car that had no insurance, and
No.
the front seat wasn't connected to the car. It was
It's a car.
It was a $200 Sunbird. So, it got me from A to B
Still
3 or 4 times.
Motor and 4 wheels.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I had no kids, Casey. They're like, oh, well, you.
That's weird.
Yeah. They said, you're either not from here or gay. And
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm not from here. I'm
Yeah.
not from here. So, yeah, that's, but it's probably amazing how many times you have dodged a bullet. I mean, because no one shows you how freaked they are up front.
No.
It'd be nice.
I never would have guessed it, ever.
Is that gonna
But
do?
I'm also really. They say that I think everyone's nice.
Oh, do you? You give the people the benefit of the doubt?
Yeah, I do.
That's okay though. There's nothing
It's
wrong
bad.
with that. It's not bad. It's you just have to be somewhat, giving them the benefit of the doubt of being leery on the side a little bit.
Yeah.
Not too bad, right?
The older I get, the more leery I get.
So
Especially after this.
yeah,
Right?
get to be our age. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust a damn person.
I got
you
a
know?
ways to go for that. For
Yeah,
that age.
yeah. My friend Aubrey, God bless her. She's one of my favorite people in the world, and she's one of the toughest people in the world. Aubrey fight you. She'd fight Mike Tyson. She's a little shit. She lives in McCook, Nebraska now, and it's funny because she has a hard time making friends because she's from Pueblo. She's raised in Pueblo, so she don't trust anybody. You know, if it looks like your eyebrows are put in with a Sharpie marker, she will not take her eyes off you. She has got one eye on you the whole time. But it's funny because she's like, she goes to the bars and people sit next to her and she'll ask the bartender like, "What's with this guy? What's happening here?" Like, you're
God.
paranoid shit. But she grew up in Pueblo, so I get it, Aubrey. I get it. So, yeah. Well, yeah, I like that story, and it sounds familiar a little bit. So you might have mentioned that before. I don't know if it might be a part true, part false too, but that's a crazy story. That really is. That really, really is, man. And they never knew what happened, what brought that on.
No. From what I've read, because I immediately went to Google.
Of course.
I'm like, this can't be right. Like, someone's scamming me.
Right.
Oh, no. You go to Google, it was all over the news.
Nah, it was.
All over the news.
Was he from a big town, a small town?
Big town.
A big town. That's nuts, man. Do you remember when we were for Budweiser, that at Holyoke, that murder? Were you there for that?
I'm not sure if I was
No.
or not. Don't ring any bells.
So this dude lived in Holyoke. Wife was cheating on him or something, he thought. So he took out a fully automatic weapon and just lit her ass up. Yeah, man. Like,
I do remember that.
yeah, man.
Shit went wrong.
She was shot something like 600 times.
Holy-
It wasn't that many. It was.
I think it was double digits.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Upper double digits.
Yeah. She had a bunch. Yeah.
Upper double
Yeah, 60 or
digits.
70.
Yeah. It was nuts, dude.
That's a little excessive,
Well, you know what? She didn't cheat again, so
clearly.
Made his point.
Yeah.
yeah. But it was the crazy part was my boss and another guy named Joel were they brought that to Morgan County because in Holyoke you're not going to get a
No, yeah.
jury. Yeah.
No.
So they brought it here. So it was all the middle school and the Brush Middle School was there. They all had to go there for a jury, right? To see if they had to be on a jury. So our boss Rick calls me and goes, find out everything you can about this dude and that wife and everything you can, so he could walk in there and be like, "Oh, we do business in Holyoke. I knew Frank real well and and Amy as well." You know what I mean? They lived in the brown house. God, Larry already sucks. The brown house on Ivy Street. Yes, I knew them well. You know, that's just how Rick was though. So,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah, just crazy though. All right, that was a good one. I like that. That's but I always like the stories. We hear so many on this podcast. I tell people like, you know how lucky you really are to be alive.
Oh, yeah.
There are so many people right at them that they tell us their story, and I'm like, you are fucking count your lucky stars.
And to think
man.
that, like I said, you never would have guessed it. Ever.
Ted Bundy.
Ever.
Ted Bundy was a very
Yeah.
suave man. I mean,
He was probably so nice.
but he didn't leave $50,000
Yeah.
no ladies,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Bum.
See, and then now look at me. I feel like a good person because I said no to the money.
Right? Was it insurance money or was it he?
It was in his will, in a safe.
So I wonder what happened to that money.
I don't know. Well, I think that the family
Probably divvied it
is suing his family
yeah, her family.
for
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
because she has kids.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah. So
I would have taken the money. Severance package.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
and
I'm to that point in relationships. I'm going to get something out of it. I don't give a shit what it is. Money? Bring it up.
And you know what I would tell? I would tell dates, any woman I was with, I'm like, I'll be honest, I like to brag, but I had a lady pay $50,000 for this. All right? Just saying. It showed up one day.
just so you know,
Okay, maybe bad for you, but apparently I've been better in the past. Maybe I'm in a slump. Whatever. I got the $50,000 junk, just so we're clear. All right. That
Like
was
that Toby Keith song. I'm not as good as I was. I was as good once as I ever was.
yeah. That was dodging
The
bullet.
older I get, the more and more I understood that
Oh
song.
my God. Most country music, right? Hey, everybody. We're going to take a quick second to hear from a word from our sponsors this week. Our episode sponsor this week is Full Tilt Trailer Rental. Please remember, if you do use someone local like Full Tilt Trailer Rental, tell them the Bullhucker sent you. Check it out.
Hi, my name is Carolyn. My husband and I are the proud owners of Full Tilt Trailer Rentals, a small town rental service. We are here to serve Morgan County and surrounding areas with a full line of trailers to meet your needs. We offer car haulers, utility trailers, and dump trailers for a variety of tasks you may need to tackle. Our competitive pricing and rewards program is here to serve you best. You can contact us or watch all of our activity and promos on our Facebook page. But if social media isn't your thing, we are also available via phone call or text message at 970-467-2393 or 970-380-4720. We're like U-Haul, but better.
All right, we got two left. Karma's a bitch and wrecked it. I don't know what you want to hear, but I'm going to go ahead and I know which one I want to hear most, so we'll save it for last. So instead, let's hear wrecked it.
okay. So, I mean, I don't know if you know this about me, but when I was young, Lord bless my parents because they had to put up with me. I was wild and didn't listen to rules very well.
Yeah,
And
I'm shocked.
surprise!
Yeah.
So when I was younger, my parents said, do not ride said person's dirt bike to practice. Do not get on that thing. Well, as usual, I was running a little late, and that was the only ride to practice at the softball fields. Mm-hmm. So, rode on said dirt bike and got on. Mind you, at this time, we have our huge softball bags, okay? I have hers, I have mine. 2 big softball bags on my back. I'm in flip-flops and shorts, riding a dirt bike across town.
Is this girl from here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so...
Do we know her?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, you're not going to know who you're talking about there.
Yeah.
She'll tell us later, though, right? Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So we are going to practice, and she decided to show off and try and drive up the sidewalk and wrecked. And I'm on the back. Bike goes on the side, and my leg lands on the exhaust. And I can't get up. I have 2 bags on me. My leg's just chilling on the exhaust. Burns it. Well, I couldn't tell my parents. That's what I did.
It was a curling iron, I
Yeah.
swear, Mom. I dropped the curling iron.
Yeah. So I practice. Everything's not fine. I am crying. I am in tears. It hurts so bad. But I'm like, they come to pick me up. I can't tell them what happened. I slid, Mom. I slid into second base. This is what happened.
Yeah.
So I go home, and for about a week, I'm wrapping it. Rule number 1, don't wrap a burn.
Right. I said right like I knew that. I would have totally wrapped it too.
Yeah, right? I'm thinking I'm going to heal this on my own, and I'm going to get away with this,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So one night I'm in my room, and I'm unwrapping this 2nd degree burn. My mom walks in, and she's like, what is that? I was like, I told you I slid. That is not a slide. You did not slide.
Well, you got to keep in mind where your mother worked.
Yeah, exactly.
Where does she work?
She worked at the hospital.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So we go to the doctor, and it's very infected. I have gangrene.
Oh, no.
Almost lost my leg.
No.
Don't lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. It was real bad.
So what happened? I mean,
How
do they fix that?
They gave me antibiotics and stuff like that to fix that, but
Did you-
it was disgusting. Usually, I have a huge scar. It's not cute.
Did you think you almost lost your leg, or they trying to scare you?
I think they probably tried to scare me.
Yeah.
But I still think of that today.
Right.
Like,
That's how big was it?
like this big.
What degree was it? Burn.
I
you think?
think second degree. Wow. I think. I don't know. I don't remember that part.
Right.
I just know it hurt like son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
So your friend, we'll call her Bertha.
Yeah.
Did she come across? How did she fare from the wreck?
Fine.
She's
nothing. She hopped right on up. I was stuck on the back with 2 bags underneath a bike.
Oh no! How much do these things weigh? I don't even know.
Oh gosh, we had the balls, bats, gloves,
Everything.
everything. It was probably as tall as I am.
And how old are you?
I couldn't drive. I was 15. Yeah.
The shit you try and hide from your parents, man.
My poor parents. I'm much better now. Like, I feel bad for my sister because my niece, the youngest one, like, she could be my kid.
Kasie Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord help her. Lord help her. She told me, she's like, so when she turns 13, she's moving in with you.
Yeah, of course.
Like, no.
And no dirt bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you everything she's going to try because I've done it.
Is there anything you got away with? To this day, you still hide from your parents?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I think I got away with. I'm sure they probably knew.
You think they know?
Because I'm not that good of a liar.
No?
No.
We're going to find out. So, what do you think about that one, Bo?
Sounds like a Kasie story.
Yeah. Casey's story. I remember when I worked at the dryer, they had a guy come in. I'm sorry, it was a video. But it was a video of a guy talking about, he worked at a gas refinery. And he had gotten, like, was it 3rd-degree burns? It's worse the higher the number, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All over his body.
Oh.
Something like 82% of his body was burned.
Yeah.
Right? And they were saying the shit they have to do to them.
We had to debrief the thing.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
had
they
to scrub it off.
scrub it with a wire brush.
Yeah.
And then they dip them in a salt bath. I mean,
Burns are serious, man.
no, dude, kill me.
My dad, when he was younger, he was blown up in a grain elevator explosion. Yeah.
I mean,
like blown up. Like there was 2 people that survived. It was him and the guy he pulled out.
are you kidding me?
Yeah.
How many people
Yeah.
passed?
Oh, I don't remember off the top of my head. I think maybe like 4 or 5, maybe.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What explodes on a grain elevator?
The dust.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, grain dust is very flammable.
I didn't know that.
So he's missing. He has a finger he's missing, and then because he loves golf, right?
Right.
And it was bent down like this to where he couldn't hold a golf club, so they had to cut it off.
I
Sounds like
noticed that when he was at the shop one day, and I was
and
like,
his hands are all. You can tell if you look at him. He's burnt.
How burned did he get?
It was a lot. I think it was. I mean, it was a higher number. Like, I think he was burnt over like maybe 60% of his body.
Holy cow. How old was he?
Oh, it was right when him and my mom had met.
Wow.
Or right. Well, no, it might have been. It was right around that time. It was before I was even a thought.
Right.
But
I didn't
Yeah.
realize that that was flammable.
yeah, yeah.
give me some powdered coffee creamer and a lighter, and I can show you a really cool trick.
Oh,
Let's do
I knew
it.
that.
It's the same thing with like grain dust.
Brush Emporium, I will not let Adam burn this place.
go to
to
the
the ground.
alley.
Let's give it a
We'll go to the
try.
alley.
Yeah.
I really hope this place don't start firing.
Yeah. Let me burn that video.
Yeah.
I got bad news, Case. You have to record because
Yeah.
Adam's now a felon.
Yeah.
So. That's nuts. Does he ever talk about it?
Every once in a while he
Really?
will.
Did they have to do a lot of stuff we just talked about to him?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like in a burn unit?
Yeah. Like I remember him saying like they didn't want to hand him a mirror for him to
sure.
look at because he was unrecognizable. His mom I remember him saying that his mom, when they got to the hospital, walked right by his room, didn't even realize who it was.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. That's scary, dude. But yeah, burns are,
I think that's why I don't like fire.
I guarantee it.
Yeah. Because
guarantee.
like just seeing his legs and his arms the way that they are,
Right.
it's scary.
Well, you see a burn victim. I mean, God bless him. That's That's tough, but
Yeah.
it doesn't look fun at
No.
all, you know.
I know how my leg felt, and it was this big.
Well, we've all burned ourselves
Oh, yeah.
a little here and there. I mean, you know, but something like that. Oh, no thanks, dude.
When I was little, I was probably 2 or 3, and we were on a train going out to California to see family, and it was my mom and dad and I, and they brought our drinks. My mom and dad had got coffee, and I got orange juice, and they were all in the same kind of cup. So I just grabbed one, and it was coffee, and I whoops, took the lid off, and it spilled all over my leg, my legs, my lap, and I kind of remember grabbing the cup, and I remember my dad carrying me through the train and putting me in the sink and running water on me. But my mom was that's all I remember. But my mom was telling me for probably about 3 or 4 weeks she had to take me in every other day, and they would scrub my legs and do all that shit to me. She goes, "I'm surprised you don't have scars." I mean, you couldn't even tell now.
You're pretty young though, so
yeah, I was like 3, maybe 4.
right.
But yeah. But yeah, so
No, thank
And
you.
you don't remember that at all.
I don't remember. All I remember is grabbing the cup and my dad carrying me to the.
I mean, the scrubbing.
I don't. Those 2 things is all I remember about the whole thing, the entire deal.
I wonder if your mind just blocked it out.
Yeah,
I don't know.
trauma.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
Because my mom said the hardest part for her was sitting there, listening to me scream while these nurses were doing that to me.
all respect to nurses, by the way. I mean, some of the stuff they have to go through. I mean, have to see. I don't.
Yeah.
Right on, Janice. Right on for I'd have left his ass. I'm gonna go get some McDonald's when you're done.
You should have sued Amtrak, Mom.
You should have sued Amtrak. Yeah.
You can sue McDonald's for that.
Yeah,
So.
well,
Yeah.
You can't anymore because now it's labeled up the ass that this is warm.
There was one recently.
Really?
A few years, yeah.
I remember seeing that on the news, or not the news. I don't watch the news anymore, but Facebook. That's my news.
Right. Does stuff like that scare you, being a business owner?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Over the dumbest shit you don't see, right?
Yeah.
Although I can't imagine what could happen in your line of business.
Don't eat the shirt, okay?
Don't eat the shirt. You know what? No promises. Okay.
Speaking of that, safety guy kicked in when I walked into your shop today. We need to discuss a handrail.
Where?
Anyways, going into your basement. Because there's that one little step before you turn to go down the stairs. You need to put something across there. Just saying.
Fucking safety nerd.
Who brought this guy?
I don't know.
Who invites him?
Well, this dickhead.
just shows up.
As I was called in the group chat.
Yeah.
Casey.
There was a guy I worked with, the guy, and he was a safety guy. Well, he wanted to be a safety guy, but he wasn't a safety guy. I mean, to tell him you're not the safety guy, you know.
Yeah.
But he was that guy. He would just look all over the dairies for just shit that could go wrong.
Yeah.
It's like Fire Marshal Bill kind of shit. Like, let me show you something, It's like, do you know what I mean? Like, no one's ever gonna do that, dude. It's fine, All right, so far so good, Casey. Look at you, dodged a bullet and wrecked it. Last but not least, karma is a bitch.
Again, when I was younger, so I was 14, 15 at this point in time. And again, my good years. And I was out with some friends, and my friend got pulled over. And it was past curfew, and cop was going to give us tickets, curfew tickets. Okay?
Really?
Yeah. And I didn't have an ID because I was 14, 15 at the time. Yeah. And about a month before that, my ex-best friend had stole my boyfriend, and I was really mad at her.
$50,000 for that one?
No.
Damn.
I know, right?
It's not the dirt bike chick, is it?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
So I thought it would be a really good idea to lie about who I was. So I gave this cop her name, her address, her birth date. I mean, I had everything but her social security number probably, and gave him everything. And I thought it was genius.
How close do you look to this woman?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right.
And I thought I got away with this huge crime, right? Because at that age, curfew ticket's huge. I'm going to get in big trouble, right?
Right.
Well, I get home the next day. I stay the night at my friend's house. Get home, call my sister, and I'm like, this is what happened. Yada, yada, yada. And she's like, Casey, if you don't go tell mom and dad within the next 2 hours, I'm calling them and telling them. I'm like, you're such an asshole. Like, why? I'm going to get away with it. They don't know. Yeah.
Snitch.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have to go confess to my parents. Well, they drive me back up to the police station and make me tell the truth. So I didn't only get a curfew ticket. I got a ticket for lying to the police, which is a very not good ticket.
What's the actual name of that ticket?
Oh, gosh. False impersonation or something. False
I was going to say if there was ask if there was like an identity theft thing in there somewhere. Yeah.
So I had to do a female offenders class for part of this. Yeah.
What's that mean?
Do I look like a damn criminal?
Well, you're starting to.
Yeah.
A female
offenders class. So you go into this class, and it was at MCC. Okay, there's a classroom of women. And you have to go around and explain why you're in this class. What did you do to get there? I go, curfew ticket. Literally, whole room starts laughing.
Right.
Apparently, that's not a really big criminal thing. The two girls I'm sitting in between are in there for fighting each other.
That's exactly where I would want to be.
Yeah. One girl's in there for attacking her dad with a knife. All of these outrageous stories, and I'm in there for a curfew ticket.
That's awesome.
A curfew ticket.
Large Marge blew up her boyfriend. But
Yeah. Well,
how many meetings did you have to go to?
3.
3 meetings, and they all made fun of you.
They made fun of me.
That's hilarious.
And it was on Saturdays, Saturday mornings.
Really?
My mom had to drive me there because I didn't have a license.
Was it in Brush or?
It was at MCC.
Oh, you just said that. Sorry.
Yeah.
My buddy Pierre got a DUI for weed. He was too stoned to be driving. So same story. Like he's in there. The Mad Mothers are in there. And he's like, I just got high. Because I got high, because I got high, because I got high.
Yeah.
And Pierre can handle his weed. I mean, I'd let that guy do open heart surgery on me stoned because it's just he's got it under control. But there's he was telling me that story just like you, and they're like, why are you here? He's like, because a judge told me I had to be. That's So how did it all end up?
Oh, they let me go on the 3rd class early.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I had to do had to pick up trash. One day.
Really?
Don't lie. Don't lie to the cop. Don't lie to your mom. Don't lie about getting burnt, and don't lie to the cops.
Don't get caught lying to your mom. Don't get caught getting burned.
Bad liar. Bad liar.
What I think is funny, she keeps saying "don't lie" on a podcast about a lie.
Yes.
This is why I didn't want to do it, right?
No, you're doing awesome.
So it took so long.
Yeah, that makes me laugh. Did that girl ever find out that you did that?
Funny story. We actually ended up working with each other years down the road. She ended up moving, right? She moved to a different state. We ended up working with each other and came across each other years later. And I told her. And yeah. Funny.
Did she laugh?
Maybe. Not very funnily, though.
Really?
Give you the...
Yeah. Because I wasn't that nice to her either. I feel a little bad. I wasn't nice to her.
She stole your man, though,
You stole my man when I was 14.
Yeah, that's shitty. So I tried to get you in the pen.
Yeah.
I tried to send you up the river. It's fine. It's all the same.
Don't mess with me.
Steal my man back when you're behind bars, bitch.
For a curfew ticket that you didn't do.
Yeah. That happened to my mom with my Aunt Beverly. My Aunt Beverly, who was a wild one. Mm-hmm. Very wild. My mom was so vanilla her whole life. But I guess Bev got pulled over and gave all my mom's information. Well, the cops came looking for Mom.
Oh, gosh.
So when they showed up at the house, my grandmother was, I guess, Mom said, livid. What'd she do? And until they found out it was Beverly, then my grandma was like, oh, it's Beverly. It's Beverly.
That's why my dad has gray hair, is because of me.
Really?
Well, that's what he says.
Was Jolene the good kid?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
And a snitch.
Yeah. She's the perfect kid. And then there's my middle sister, who she's just...
There is a middle sister.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a middle sister.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Shannon.
Maybe I did know that, actually. So
she's the favorite. We joke that she's the favorite.
Why is she? Is that sarcasm, or is she really?
No,
the favorite?
she really is.
And she's the middle child.
We joke.
I joke saying I'm the favorite, but I know I'm not the favorite.
Yeah. You're the baby.
I'm the baby.
Oh
yeah. I don't. I'm the baby, but I don't have the children, so they're both favorites. I'm just the wild one.
Yeah, but you're a business owner now, and you're respectable, and
Yeah.
mostly not burned. I mean, so,
Let's see about her. Don't have to attend classes on Saturdays anymore.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. You're
I've
worth,
came a long ways.
you're worth $50,000 in cycle money. It's fine.
See?
It's fine. That's so nuts, man. That's crazy. What would you think, man?
Those were some good stories. I like that.
Yeah, do you have one in mind?
Yes.
Do you really?
Yes.
Maybe I do a little bit. I don't know. We'll see a little bit. But, Kasie, when we try to decide which one of us has to go and guess first, we rock, paper, scissors.
What? Say that again?
We rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, okay.
To see who has to
Who
guess
guesses
first. How do you rock, paper, scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Damn you.
Yes.
All right.
We can still be friends.
I feel like I had to
You
do it just
the
to
right
make
way.
sure.
Everybody does. I got to find a better way to ask that. Because everybody goes, they're thinking, does he really not know how to play this game?
We learned this when we were 5. You're
Larry
way
grew up
older
under a
than
rock.
that.
Yeah. We didn't know there was a difference until we started. Yeah, there's 2 different ways to do it. So,
Is there, though?
yeah, there is.
Are you sure?
No, you guys are just wrong, so it's hard to explain to you. So it's fine. All right, so we're doing 4 pumps. Ready?
Yep.
All right. I knew I was going to do paper. You can do that. All right. 3 great stories. Karma's a bitch, dodged a bullet, and wrecked it. All right. I think dodged a bullet is true because I'm almost positive we've talked about this once or twice. It came up at one point in time, I think. Although it might not be. It's going to be like, oh, it's only 49,500.
Yeah.
Like, damn you.
500, what's the difference?
Fucking Uncle Sam got me on that one.
There's tax included.
That's tax included. Karma is a bitch. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say wrecked it is a true story. I'm going to go with karma is a bitch only because I do think you probably did that to your friend because she stole your man. You're vindictive, right? Watch out, Bruce. Watch out, Bruce. I think at the end, maybe you go into those classes, there was a little exaggeration in that, maybe. That's all I'm going to guess. So I'm going to go with karma is a bitch. Mr. Vokey, what do you think?
Well, I'm like you. I think wrecked it is true. And I think karma is a bitch is also true. I think dodged a bullet is the bullhucker. Because I hang out at Kasie's shop a lot, and we've talked about a ton of shit, and that has never, ever came up. I would remember that.
Really?
So I'm going to go with dodged a bullet.
It's going to be weird if it is that one, and I have 2 people in my life that have that story. Because I've heard that from somewhere.
You're not thinking about...
Andy and Joe, yeah.
No. I was thinking of that, but the Danielle with the paid for green.
No.
You're not thinking of that story?
No. She was, there was a Canadian gentleman who wanted to have, be a U.S. citizen, so he hired her to marry him.
But the job description said, like, personal assistant.
Yeah.
Fair.
It was all legit. She didn't have to give up new punani. She just had to hang out and have a wedding and take pictures of Christmas
How do you
in
sign
July.
up?
Yes.
What money do you get?
It was like,
None, because
Bruce?
apparently they took it all back.
Oh.
yeah, apparently, well, now, I don't know what what it was back then, but Homeland Security will step in and be like, yo, that's our money now, fool. So, yeah, yeah. No, not that, but I thought I've heard something like that before. That's came up on this podcast before where I have heard it, and it was his sister who did it, and it's 159 episodes, man. It's all starting to mix together. So, all right, so you're going to do it with...
I'm going with dodged a bullet.
And I'm going with karma is a bitch, right? But before you flip that over, I do want to say... Welcome. Not welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, my God. Thank you to the Brush Emporium. But seriously, thank you to the Brush Emporium for giving us a place down here to have a studio. They've been very generous, very cool people here. This is such a great shop. And actually, you carry stuff upstairs.
Yeah, we have a lot of brush shirts. And then every once in a while, we'll throw in some different holidays, depending on what's going on.
You're going to throw in some bullshit Travis Kelce shirts, right?
Yep.
Hate it. Anyway.
Love it.
Yeah, I know you do. Disgusting.
I'm a fan. I love it.
I hate him.
I love.
I hate him and that frog boy of his.
He's just so pretty.
Oh, I'd hit him with my car. Anyway. I'm talking about that Taylor.
Whoa.
I can't. I hate the Chiefs. Anyway, upstairs is cool because it's got a lot of vendors there, local businesses. has their stuff. So you can check out everything up there. If you want an original gift, come down to the Brush Emporium. Don't go to Amazon or any of that stuff. Homemade stuff. Shop local, and it's all homemade stuff up there from people who own businesses in your area, spend money in your town. So check them out. Also, they have food upstairs.
Oh, they have great food upstairs.
You've eaten here, yes.
Oh, so much.
You live 2 blocks from here, don't you? Yeah. It's hard not to eat here. So
I make an excuse. I have to go check and make sure that we're stocked up.
yeah, let's go check the inventory on the shirts.
For that. Oh, and while I'm there, do you want me to get some?
Do you want dinner?
Yeah.
Cool.
Pizza, pastas, ice cream. I think they're not doing the frozen yogurt for now till summer comes back around. The pretzel sticks, all kinds of stuff. Oh, so great. And they have a great place to sit down and eat with your family, all that good stuff. They have like board games upstairs, which I think is super cool. You can have an old school family night down here at the Brush Emporium. You know, that to me, that's really cool. I see people playing chess up there all the time now.
Really?
Very cool.
So I guess living 2 blocks, I don't really take it home.
You should drag Bruce down here, play some Chutes and Ladders. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, dude. Candyland like a mofo. All right.
I love Candyland.
But anyway, come check out the Brush Emporium. And if you haven't, what are you waiting for, man? If you support the podcast, support the people who support us. Yep. All right? So,
and if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and click the little bell in the bottom to subscribe.
Red dot.
Oh, red dot. Whatever. Click whatever you're supposed to click.
Click that button.
So you know when when we come out. So leave a comment and tell us which one you think Kasie's lying about.
That's right. Like right now, underneath in the comments, write yours. If it was Karma's a bitch, dodged a bullet, erected. It's always fun to read everybody what they pick, you know. So Susan Koser, I love you, Susan, but you might be as bad as we are at this. I'm just saying. But you try, and that's why I love you. So, anyway, having said all that, thank you, everybody. And let's see that board. Wrecked. Oh, my God.
She got us
Wrecked
both.
Oh, my. What's not true about that?
I didn't really actually get gangrene. It was just really bad infection.
I was going to ask because I thought gangrene was something like wet. Like
yeah. They said that if I had not gone in, like when I did, it could have turned to that. Gotcha.
You know what's horrible?
I'm a really bad liar.
Yeah. And this is where you come back and be like, I am a bad liar. You're both just stupid.
Yeah.
So
you guys just aren't good at guessing. Sorry.
Yeah. You know, the crazy part about that is the whole time we were guessing, you were smiling like the cat that ate the canary. And I'm thinking...
like, you would read the title, and I would look at it, and she was smiling on all of them. And I was like...
Yeah. Simply awful is what that was. So Dodge a Bullet is a true story. Yeah. How crazy
So
is
actually, why you haven't heard the whole thing, like that happened probably like I got the the message probably about 8 or 9 months ago. Well, I just got the call from the lawyer like 2 weeks ago.
And when did this happen?
So that happened like when I met him.
No, when the first $50,000?
Probably about 8 or 9 months ago.
Oh, this is recently. Mm-hmm. How did I heard that?
Like Bruce and I have been dating for 7 years.
Right.
Like,
has he ever offered
I
you
haven't
50,000?
talked to him in 8 years.
Wow. Has Bruce ever offered you $50,000?
No.
Bruce.
Jerk.
Maybe you need to leave him, then he will.
Yeah. You only invest in a business with it. It's fine.
I know Bruce, he'd be like, whatever, I'll make you $50,000.
Spend it on my car.
Yeah.
Race car needs new tires.
Yeah.
That's it. That's crazy, though. I mean, that's a great story. It really is, Kasie.
It's kind of wild.
It's very wild. I mean, because that guy's got that. That's not a one-off. That's all I'm going to say. That's probably been it's not a one-off. So, all right. Recta is a false one, and Karma is a bitch is a true story. Shame on you, Kasie
I know.
George.
I know. And it's so funny now because we do a lot of stuff for the police officers now, and I'm like, oh, if you knew me when I was little. Asshole.
Dude, I'm telling you. So, the last city council meeting, they're going to do this on the west side of town. They're going to put a whole new irrigation thing in. So they're going to put a pool in by the golf course. Or a pond.
Retention pond.
Yeah. Oh, I was like, a pool? What?
Well, if you're from a small town, it is a pool. But
sign me up.
But because they're saying when it rains, it really gathers the water and it floods, right?
Yeah.
And the chief of police is like, and these kids come by driving, hauling ass through those puddles, blah blah blah. And I want to be like, early 90s, I was that kid. You know what I mean?
Was.
Guilty.
Yeah.
I'm the one that when it downpours rain, I want to go get my paddleboard out and try and. When it downpoured rain in Fort Morgan last summer, I had just bought this boat, as Bruce calls it. It was for a good cause at a live auction.
Yeah, okay.
Might have had a few drinks and kept raising my hand. And when it downpoured rain, we still had it at the shop. And I was like, let's blow it up. I'm going to ride that thing down the alley. It's happening.
Wait a second. Blow it up.
The blow-up paddleboard.
It's inflatable stand-up paddleboard.
You fucking ghetto bastard.
Yeah. By the time we got it blew up, and then I was helping customers in between. Apparently, I had to work.
Worst.
The water went down. I was really devastated.
Yeah.
It was probably better, though, because I probably would have fell off and broke my neck.
Or just punctured that damn thing.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Use it one
Those
time.
things were pretty tough.
Yeah.
I had one.
I really want to go on the lake with Jim.
Your dog?
Yeah.
Take
Freak
snacks.
out.
Jim would sink.
How much do you think Jim weighs?
Oh, at least 120.
Yeah, he's a big
He
dog.
it might be more than that. He's had a good winter.
You know what? I was gonna judge. I thought 120 was a bit light, but who am I gonna be like? No.
When I took him to the vet like a year and a half ago, he was like 108. So
Okay.
I can't pick him up now to weigh him, so that's a problem.
All right. Let's talk about your business a little bit.
Yeah.
You're located on Ensign Street.
Enzyme. Mm-hmm.
It's not Ensign?
Enzyme?
You said ensign.
Ensign. I thought it was
It's
ensign.
enzyme.
Enzyme.
Are you sure?
But, yeah.
Anyway,
414
The
Enzyme.
one-way word.
Yeah.
the west
Sonic is.
west of Main Street.
Yeah.
Let's just go there. Okay.
Yeah.
You just moved into there.
We did. We did.
What all do you offer there, Casey?
So we do shirts, we do direct-to-film printing, kind of the new age screen printing shirts. We do signs, banners, magnets, cups, hats,
right.
printed hats. We do, well, all sorts of stuff.
You actually are starting to delve into more stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we talked about hats for the Bullhucker. They have like
Yep.
little leather spots on
Yeah.
them.
Yep. So
Yeah.
I have a gal that's a friend of mine that she does leather patches. And so we do leather patch hats. And we do, we actually have some exciting stuff. We're actually getting into starting to carry jerseys and doing like all the sports stuff for schools and stuff like that. So
Oh, really?
yeah. So we just officially have started that within the last like 3 weeks. So
Like-
it's huge.
Like football jerseys.
Yeah. We can do football, basketball, softball, baseball,
Equipment.
equipment. Yeah.
Like ball bags.
Sports
and
equipment and
cages and all that stuff.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like the Stitch jerseys. Or no. Am I thinking of something else?
No, like basketball jerseys.
Like the high school
Okay.
teams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Gotcha.
high school jerseys.
Yeah.
Like footballs
Yeah.
are stitched,
Yeah.
usually stitched.
Like Brush, like all of their high school sports, like all of their jerseys that they order, we can now start doing that.
Oh, that's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what the big machine you got?
Yeah. So I'm working with a company that we order everything in and then we'll print everything.
Oh, that's very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
What got you started in this?
I don't know. Good answer, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I worked at a dentist office for 10 years and it was time for a change.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of my friends owns Double R Embroidery. And so she said, let's work together. And I decided, let's just do it and
Yeah.
quit my job and started that.
That's very cool.
Yeah. And so we opened October of 2019. Like I said, first full year being open was 2020, which I feel like is a huge accomplishment to stay open after that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're growing, doing things. It's been fun. It's been fun to see. It's kind of crazy to look back now.
Right.
How many we've bought new machines. We've updated a lot of stuff.
And that's not cheap.
No.
That's not cheap at all.
No.
Because that big, I remember you talking about when you got the big one that,
Yeah. Yeah.
it was like, $30, $40,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, no, it's been cool to watch it too. From the small time I've been around you,
Yeah.
even there was a funeral of a local guy that was massive,
Oh yeah.
and they came in just ordered 300 shirts.
Yeah.
I mean that's
No. It's crazy. And I'm a sucker and I can't say no. And we will be there. That's why we have a bed at our shop.
yeah.
Because there's a lot of late nights.
Yeah,
But I mean, you want to make people happy.
sure.
You want to make sure they get their stuff done and get it done in time. And
Well,
It's all about a small business.
And there's
Small
competition.
town.
There's competition.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
And I mean,
So-
you gotta. It's important to keep up with the service part of it,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Even if pricing is tougher than the online, I get it because you're a small
Oh, yeah.
local business, you
Yep.
know.
Yep.
But you should always give them the shot first, right? Because I mean, they can come through. I mean, if you pay, it's usually in my experience, very little extra.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Well,
I
with
mean,
shipping and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
you look at the difference and how much faster you can get it. So now we do what's called same day shirts.
Yeah.
And so we have our wall in the shop that has all sorts of designs.
Right.
And that's been a huge hit, which
Like-
is cool to see.
Like the Mustangs and the Beat Diggers
Yeah.
behind you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So we have all these designs up on the wall. You choose a shirt, you choose a design, and it's ready within 5 minutes.
That's nuts.
And people eat that up. They love it because they can get it right then and there. They don't have to wait.
Right.
They don't have to order it.
Sure.
If you go to Walgreens and they don't have your size.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can pick and choose what you want to do, colors, sizes, all sorts of stuff.
Especially the local teams. That's huge. You
Oh
know?
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
For the 100th episode, I made Dencia wear the Brush Beat Digger stuff
Oh, yeah.
because we won the game again for the second year in a row. But finding it was a bitch.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? I finally
Yeah.
Brush. The grocery store carries
Yeah.
a small
Yep. Yep.
small section of it,
Yep.
you know. But and if it should have been for me or Adam, we'd have been shit out of luck.
Oh, yeah.
We just wouldn't have had our size, you know.
Right. Well, and the thing is we release a new school design every month.
Oh, really?
Yep. And so it's constantly changing with every design or every school. So
We might have to update our Beat Digger.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and we carry Wiggins, Brush, Fort Morgan. We've started carrying some Sterling stuff, Prairie,
Right.
Weldon Valley, Merino.
Right. You haven't mentioned you carry coffee mugs also.
Yeah.
That's where we
Coffee
get our
mugs.
coffee mugs for the Bullhucker
Yep.
that you can. One of these days, eventually buy here. I've got to get off my
Yeah.
ass. But whenever someone comes on, they get a coffee mug now
Yep.
for the Bullhucker. It's been pretty cool. Been pretty popular. You get $10. That's what
You
you
know.
get because you make your own damn mug. I gotta conserve these goddamn things. So it's $10. But,
Fair.
and you also the water bottles. Is that what they're called? The tumblers.
The tumblers, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But that's a friend that.
Yeah, so I have a good friend of mine that she has been working kind of hand in hand with me, and she makes the cups and stuff like that with me. So, and the thing I like is it helps multiple small businesses.
Yes.
You know, we're working on adding more stuff into our shop. So I have a gal that she makes earrings. She's going to be putting some of her her school earrings in our shop.
Nice.
My friend that does the cups. So it's kind of helping all small businesses, you know, and it's all local small businesses.
All ships rise with the tide. Right.
So, yeah.
That's very fucking cool.
Yep.
And I was gonna bring that up for you, did, because there's been times I'm looking for certain things for the Bullhucker, like some clothing and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I have a friend who does this now or that now, and that's so
Yep.
it's a lot of options you have. So
Yep.
even if there's something she hasn't mentioned today, go
Yep.
into Casey's. What's the
Yep.
exact address?
414 Ensign.
414 Ensign. So I get stubborn. But anyway, go in and talk to her. I know I have, and we've come up with some pretty cool stuff that's on its way. So I'm
Yeah.
really excited for it. But
Yep.
stuff I didn't know you could do.
Yeah.
You know?
And if we can't do it right, we'll figure it out. We'll
Yeah.
figure out how we can do it. I'll
Yeah.
find someone who can.
Yeah.
You know, and we're starting an online boutique for it, and that's going to be one of our big pushes. Is it's going to be all small, local businesses that we carry.
Right.
I don't want Amazon stuff. I don't
Right.
want any of that stuff because it's going to help everyone out.
Right.
So.
I mean, because it's such a struggle for small.
Oh,
town
absolutely.
businesses. You know, it's so strong. I mean, some stuff you have to go to Amazon for.
Yeah.
Just the bigger stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. But if you get it local, everything I bought for a DJ when we were DJing, I got from Todd in Sterling,
Oh yeah.
and he came within dollars of Amazon. You know, he was really close. But the difference was, at one point in time, we were doing a Christmas party, and my mixer went down mid party. He had happened to be there playing the guitar, so he went to a store, pulled a brand new mixer off the shelf, brought it to me, put the old one in
Yep.
that, and he got it returned for me. I mean,
Yeah.
because it just
Small business,
yeah.
customer service.
Yeah, good luck having Amazon do that.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I like to take pride in is we will try and help you no matter what at the end of the day.
Right.
One thing that hangs up is if I don't have those style of shirts and that many shirts in stock,
Yeah.
we have to wait for them to get there.
Right.
But I will do my darndest to get it to you.
Right.
With the amount of shirts that you have hanging in there,
Oh,
the I don't have that shirt is
yeah.
not very often.
Yeah. 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 That's my whole family who had to hang up all those shirts.
Really?
That's my daughter who helped put some of those on the hanger
Yeah,
2 summers
exactly.
ago.
Yeah.
And if you go in there and take some snacks for Jim, he's a bastard. It's only way to be your friend
Yeah.
unless you're Adam, apparently, you know.
Jim, I've never given that dog anything.
I take him to bacon strips. Bacon, that's what he digs,
Yeah.
okay? We're friends now.
Yeah.
Well, friends, I guess friends I say lightly, very loose. So.
It's so funny how many people now bring in treats. We wonder why he's overweight.
You haven't had to feed him in
Yeah.
3 months, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Kasie, thank you so much for coming on. Did you have fun?
I did.
Okay, are you happy you
Thanks.
came in?
I am.
All right.
Would you come back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And that brings me to my last point. On the bullhucker.com, there is a contact form if you want to, if you either want to come on the podcast or you know somebody that's a great storyteller. Adam and I will hunt him down, or her. We've gotten pretty good at it. But we'll bring him on, man, because average people on this podcast have been amazing. Because you never know about the crazy stuff that happens to people you've known forever. You know?
Yeah.
How many times have you been surprised on here?
Oh, almost every episode.
Yeah, there's
like,
something.
what?
Holy
Wow.
shit, really? You know, we've been hanging out this whole time, you weirdo.
Yeah.
But we've had a few people actually hit up the forum lately. It's been pretty cool.
Good.
So yeah, it helps us because we don't know everybody. So if you want to meet us or come on down, we'd love to have you. So having said that, Kasie, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
coming.
having me.
I'm Moose Lundstrom.
I'm Adam Vokey.
Hey, we'll catch you next time. Peace.